Good day.
Hello. Hello. Okay, I wanted to show you my idea that I've had. Okay, you know how they say 3 hours of study for every 1 hour of class? Well, I've been measuring that with pencils. So, like, I can tell if I'm doing enough homework or if I'm not doing enough homework based on how many pencils I have. Okay, so I have 2 active duty pencils for class. These are pencils I use every day interchangeably for my classes. They have good erasers and they have tips. They're good and they're pretty long. They're new.
Ew, why is it chewed?
Because I get nervous.
Ew!
Like, these are the longer pencils I use because the newest pencils are always my active duty pencils. I always put my best ones on active duty. Okay, and then once I'm done with an active duty pencil, once the eraser's gone or once it gets a little shorter, if I have a test that gets me a new pencil, because I always use a new pencil for tests, then I put my active duty pencils in my reserve pencils pile. And I use my reserve pencils, I know, it got pushed out by the last test in calc. My reserve pencil pile I use for homework. And as I use them, they get shorter, and then they get shorter, and they get shorter, and then I throw them away. So I know how much I'm studying and how much I need to study more based on how many pencils I have in the reserve and how many pencils I have in active duty. Right now I should probably study a little bit more. 5's not that bad, but I should have like 3. So I need to use these pencils up by studying and working with them. So like if I have a test that pushes a pencil out of active duty, so it pushes it into the reserve pile, so the tests increase the need for me to study to get it down to a regular level of pencils.
You know how I determine how I need to study? I look at the chapter and I say, wow, I don't know this. So then I read it and I study it. I don't even have to use all my pencils. It's great. It's great.
My way's more innovative. Intuition.
Anyway, so last night we maxed out again on like deadlift and squat and clean for track, and I went and I checked like all my maxes from a month ago and nothing increased except my deadlift. It increased by 30 pounds. So I come back to Tim's hall because it's like close to the gym after I was lifting, and I said, hey Tim, I didn't improve at all except my deadlift, which increased by 30 pounds. So if you were holding a 30-pound pillow, I could lift you off the floor. And he said, wow, and he laughed. And then today we were walking back from math and I said, hey Tim, so we did our maxes last night.
Totally forgot. Totally forgot she'd even said it. So I just finished her sentence and she's like, you're reading my mind. I was like, yeah, and if I was holding a 30-pound weight, you'd still be able to deadlift me. You forget her. You forget her, you.
Yeah.
Okay. What else do we have? Is that it?
Nothing. Bye.
Bye.
Sorry that Tim's story was really long and boring. I apologize.
It's really cool. It's like a measurement system. It's like I have too many pencils.
It doesn't make sense.
So I need to use more and study more so I have less pencils. And pretty soon I'll be...
But some things you study for don't require pencils. Like when I study for bio, I just read.
Calc and Chem both require pencils. The way I study it, I practice it, and I take notes on stuff, so it requires a lot of pencils. So the more I use my study pencils,
alright,
and the more my real pencils bank into my study pencils.
Goodbye, mates.